Welcome to Chok Muay Chats episode 42. I'm Joe Comerford, commentator here in Thailand, former fighter and fat Muay Thai nerd. I'm here with my good friend, Pinky. Pinky, could you introduce yourself for those who don't know?
How you doing, guys? Pinky Donald from Adelaide, South Australia. Super opinionated, and your feelings are your problem.
All right, well, let's get straight into it. This is a special edition of Chok Muay Chats. We're collaborating with 1774 Muay Thai Series in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah,
So let's have a look. We got the 13th edition. That's the 13th show that these guys have put on. Now they're teaming up with the WBC and Arwood this time, a different gear sponsor, and Bond over there at Arwood doing a phenomenal job. And of course, a shout out
yeah,
to
he's really good supporting a lot of.
yeah, he's awesome. I've only heard nothing but good things from him. So
Yep.
livecombatsports.com.au is where you'll find the stream for this one. Can you talk us a little bit about where it is, Pinky?
So it's at the William Inglis Hotel. It's actually a horse racing track. The venue is amazing. It's the closest thing in Australia to like a big Muay Thai stadium. It's like a sort of a round room with tiered seating and stuff. It's absolutely amazing. Great walkout area. Like the big stage, catwalk out to the ring. Stunning venue. Stunning.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I've heard it's a really impressive venue. Can you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about the format and vibe of 1774?
Man, it's like not quite the new kid on the block, but it's the last 12 months they've definitely come into their own and really making a name for themselves as a promotion. It's very like international, like Australia versus the world sort of based show. Uh, Very high level, all the big names. They're really good at building up characters in the sport and having their guys they support. And you can see they're doing the right thing because they don't need to contract people. So no contracts means they're looking after them the right way, I believe. But the way it's growing is just phenomenal. Absolutely amazing show.
Absolutely. I mean, I watch it here from Thailand. Phenomenal bouts. I mean, they've built up big names like Josh McCulloch, who's done really
Yeah.
well in terms of building himself up through the ranks for WBC title shots.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of titles on the line. We've even got a WBC world title on the line. So exciting to see that. We'll go and have a look at some of the titles.
Yeah, for sure.
So I suppose the big one is the green and gold WBC heavyweight world title or light heavyweight. I can't remember.
Light heavyweight. Yep.
Yeah,
79
light heavyweight.
kilos.
So for people don't know that in Muay Thai, the light heavyweight guys, they don't get a lot of viewership because most of the most competitive weight divisions tend to be in the lower end, especially in Thailand. But Charlie
Mm.
Bubb, who's one of the fighters fighting for this, well, defending his title actually,
Yep.
is phenomenal. We've seen him grow through the ranks of different weight divisions and currently a one of the most feared men in the world at the moment in this
He is a
division.
scary individual, hey.
Yep.
Like you'd never know what angle he's coming from, and he can switch hit, and he's powerful, and the razor he can cut you open. He's a scary individual, super tall and rangy. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's exciting.
he's a scary man, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. So I'll just add a quick couple of points about the green and gold beauty. Globally
Yep.
recognized, rare, prestigious. It's the one that everybody's after at the moment. It's a legit heavyweight crown under WBC, obviously, who are doing amazing things for Muay Thai, bridging Muay Thai around the world for global fans. And also, we'd like to see a lot of power. And that's one thing that a lot of the lower divisions tend to miss is a lot of the
Yeah.
power. And up at this division, it's just pure mayhem and brutality. So beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Then moving down the ladder, we've got the female international international belt. So Katie Mitchell and Brit, I forgot her last name, but Brittany from Germany will be
Weirich,
fighting for that.
Weirich,
Yep.
yeah,
So that'll be an exciting one to watch the rise of female Muay Thai on the show. It's a recognized global title just below the world level. Of course, it's the launch pad for world title contention. So whoever gets this belt goes into the hat for world title contention, obviously.
yeah,
And it opens the door to elite global matchups. So if you get a belt like the WBC international belt, you get scoped by big promotions like RWS and potential matchups overseas. So it's quite a career defining belt, I think.
yeah. It really puts you on the map. Puts you on the map.
Absolutely. Then moving down, we don't have any national titles on this show, but we've got two state titles. The state titles
Sorry.
are really the step up to the national title. It proves dominance at your state
Yep.
level inside your weight bracket, and it's the gateway to national and international opportunities. We saw last night on RWS a former WBC New South Wales state champion and Australian champion fight on RWS. So shout out to our friend Hugh O'Donnell,
What a
who's
man.
had
Our
a
favorite
fair
ringer.
had a fair few stitches in his head last night, but he's back on track. So he's okay. I spoke to him last night, so he's all right. But
Yeah, we touched base as well. Yeah.
he's a good man.
Yeah.
And also on the show, can you tell us about the show titles?
Man, I think, with a show as prestigious now as 1774, bringing some show titles in, it gives a bit of a highlight to a fight. It's kind of like for lack of a better word, a more exciting trophy, I guess, for a fight. It's, it has to be a big fight, big international fight or something, just to make it a highlight fight. Pretty
Okay,
belt though, very pretty belt.
perfect. Now, oh, sorry. Now that it's the teacher in me not concentrating, but here we are. So let's talk about one of the show titles. We've got
Yep.
the 1774 Muay Thai Series title on the line between these two gentlemen. Mate, can you tell us a little bit about James Kostic?
James is just the epitome of excitement. He's come onto the scene as an adult, not that long ago, only like a year and a bit ago, and has just absolutely ravaged the scene. Everyone's watching him. He's in there to fight every single time. Super exciting, and he still hasn't even grown into his man body yet. The power he's making, and how violent he is, and how he's got IQ, but he fights more of a Moy Mutt sort of style. But man, this kid is excitement plus.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like resume, he's 3-0 on RWS. He's fought big names like Onion Topic, Kalklai Harpayak. Both those fights he won on points, especially against Onion Topic, who's no slouch at all. He's a former
Man,
Omnoy Stadium
I thought that was
champion.
a total mismatch.
Yeah, crazy, crazy. He's
Great.
got a wicked left kick, big KO punch power. Of
Yep.
course, he's excelled on RWS, but he's fought in Cambodia as well.
Yep. Yeah, he's just excitement plus, man. He's happy to fight anyone, not scared, doesn't back down, and he wants to fight right through the last bell.
Absolutely. So you got to check him out. I mean, if anyone's a big fan of Muay Thai, they would have heard his name. He's been on RWS. Now, he's fighting a very tough Thai in Wanpetchlek FA group. Now, I actually know Wanpetchlek from when he was a little boy. His
Yep.
father is Wen, who was a trainer back at FA group around 2015 and
Okay.
2016. Now, Wanpetchlek, he's been fighting on the stadium and provincial scene for a very long time. I think from memory around 2018, 19, he was doing fairly well at Omnoit. He's had over about over 50 fights. I mean, obviously, we know kind of what to expect. He's from FA Group. He's
Clincher.
training with Yotin every day. He's clinching with Tom. I mean, phenomenal stock of Thai fighters at FA Group, and
Yeah.
obviously being on the smaller end in terms of ties, he's been clinching foreigners for like the last 10 years, so he's phenomenally strong. I think this
Yeah.
fight will be
Always,
interesting
always
because it's
matching up. Mm.
yeah, a complete style matchup. Like
Yeah,
the matchmakers and promoters at 1774 know that styles make fights, and this is a complete clash
absolutely.
of styles.
And what's the age old one is Nia versus Puncher.
Exactly. Nia
Yeah.
versus Puncher. So, what do you think in terms of fan interest? What do you think fans can expect from this fight?
Oh man, I think it's going to be. Um, I do reckon that Wanpetchlek is going to go on the back foot. I don't think he's going to have a choice against James,
Yep.
but I think it's just going to be if he can read the timing of James's hands coming back and get the clinch on that can make the difference. I do think it's going to be a a strong performance from James as it always is. I just think if one pellet can get past his hands and lock on tight and work away, then he should be fine. But if not, then it's going to be a bad night at the office for him.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's going to be an exciting stylistic matchup.
Oh,
So
for sure.
that being all said, let's move on to the next one, my friend.
Let's.
Okay, so this one, very interesting one because another style matchup. We've got Wanchaloem taking on a Cambodian fighter in Thun Vanna. So not only stylistically, but at the moment, we won't talk about politics, but certainly a lot of international interest on this one. This is for a 1774 Muay Thai Series title. So I think the Thais are very proud about their nation, and the
Yep,
Cambodians are very proud. So you're going to get very patriotic fans, I think,
for
watching this
sure.
one. A lot of international engagement. Of course, I'll just chat a little bit about Wanchaloem to give people an idea about him. He's a former Omnoy champion, Channel 5 champion, WBC Muay Thai lightweight Nikanom Tom champion, and he's pretty much secured technical acclaim and international recognition in Australia as well, not just internationally.
Yeah,
And he's got a perfect pro record at 1774, 2-0. So
yep,
he's
yep.
phenomenal.
That last one, highlight reel, highlight reel knockout.
He fought a Cambodian, didn't he?
Yeah, and it was like a fifth round. He'd pick the Cambodian apart for 5 rounds, and then it was like final round. The Cambodian spun and missed, and Wanchaloem sort of leant back a little bit, come back in with the right elbow, and a sleep, like really violent knockout.
Yeah, that's right. And people tend to forget that okay, Wanchaloem's about my age, around 34, 35,
He's
and
38, I
oh,
believe.
38.
I
Okay,
believe.
okay, well,
I
okay.
believe. He was a big name when I was living in Thailand.
Yeah.
Like I used to watch him on the circuit back then, you know. He's been around for a long time.
Hey, well, we saw Kongchuk last night give Pet Moricott some problems. So 38,
Yeah.
you can still do wonderful stuff inside the world of Muay Thai at
My honest
38.
opinion here though is Wanchaloem is better now than he was back then. I think he's
Oh,
as he's matured, it's like the drive is a different thing, and he's actually like massive heart, and he's got more fight in him now than I ever saw in the stadiums.
wow. Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Then, of course, Tun Vanna, he's an elbow specialist.
yeah,
Very, very aggressive Cambodian. He's a lightweight, 60 kilo standout representing KSF in Cambodia. Now, he's got a lot of wins over international a lot of wins against international talent. Now, I haven't seen him fight a Thai before. He probably has, but I haven't seen him. Last fight, I think he won against Dominic Reed. He's known as being
Yes, that's
tough,
right.
aggressive, and loves to bring the fight. What do you reckon we can expect between these two?
So this is going to be some IQ versus Mr. Aggression. It's whether it's probably going to play out like either Wanchaloem catches him on the way in every time, either knocks him out or just hurts him badly for 5 rounds, or Thun gets on him, gets onto Wanchaloem early and just pressures him to wear him out. And is that where the age is going to come into it? It's going to go one of those two ways.
Okay, excellent. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm a big fan of Wanchaloem. When I met him in
Me
Sydney
too.
not last time, but a couple of years ago when I interviewed him, he's a really nice guy, but in the ring,
Really
an
good guy.
absolute demon. And as we
Yeah.
know, Cambodian fighters are very entertaining. So interested in this one.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll move on to the next one. So we
Let's do it.
got the vacant, sorry to cut you off, we've got the vacant WBC Bantamweight state title. This is a rematch. What can you tell us about these two fighters, Pink?
Man, Bailey, I just went with him to looked after him in Cambodia. We went over there for a show a couple months ago. Man, this kid is really working hard, man, and he loves it. He has such a good time in there, and he kind of really came onto the scene very quickly. Came out of nowhere as a pro and really started cementing his name really early. I'm a big fan of him, man, and man, Fahed, he's just such a good dude. Like he'll fight anyone. He's stepped up. He's come back down. He's gone around and around. Fight anyone, everyone. They fought before, and it was a split points. You're saying split points win to Bailey on that time. Couldn't remember if it was split or not, but Fahed felt hard done by in that one, and perfect, man, perfect for a state title. But once again,
Absolutely.
it's a mix up of styles. It's Fahed is very like fights like IQ style. Bailey wants to take your head off a little bit, and he's got that little bit more aggression. I think it's once again stylistically a really good fight.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting one. I went and had a look on both their Instagrams and saw clips of that fight, and I think technically both are very technically sound. I think it's going to make for
Yep.
a very, very interesting battle, especially for a WBC state title. Phenomenal matchup.
Yeah,
And
man.
also, rematches always bring the heat. There's always
100%, man. I'm a
more
big fan of them.
intentions behind the psychology of the fighters.
Yep.
So that's a good one. We'll
Super
move on
exciting fight.
to the next one, can we?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. Andy Mera versus Moey Dahlan. Sorry if I
Dahlan,
butchered the
Dahlan,
name.
yep. You
So can
certainly
you
did.
please forgive me, Moey, from Arjan Joey. Can you tell us a little bit about these two gentlemen?
Yeah, Andy coming out of SRG, you know he's training at a very high level all the time, surrounded by superstars. When you look at his training partners in Lewis Kajaiba, you've got Kale, you've got James. There's just so many massive names out of that gym. So from a really good pedigree. Moey Darlin, he is a very violent man, and he comes to fight every single time. He's going to be swinging those hands at you. You know the leg kicks are coming. You know there's pressure. You know he can last for 5 rounds as well. He's a very exciting guy to watch.
Would it be fair to say that Andy might be the favorite in this one?
Do you know what, man? I think on paper maybe not. I
Hmm.
think maybe Moe's Moe's fought at a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
He's fought a lot more bigger name opponents. Like he's constantly fighting big names,
Hmm.
and I think it's a bit of a step up for Andy, but I think he's actually at that level. It's
Mm-hmm.
just he's the one entering into the bigger names, whereas Moe's been fighting the bigger names for a while now.
Mm. Okay, good, good, good. I mean, that's what we like to
Yeah,
see as well is fighters
absolutely.
stepping up and not taking on slouches, especially for state titles.
100%. Yep.
Yeah, it's good. I
In New
mean,
South
like
Wales, man.
every fight that we've just looked at brings their own narrative, but also they
Yep,
seem very evenly matched up.
for sure. And this is the thing, like in New South Wales, there is such a deep pool of
Mm,
quality fighters. So
mm.
you can actually, you don't just have to pick, try and find two guys at the same weight. You can find two guys at the same weight, also the same sort of level, experience, styles. You can match it up perfectly to make great fights, which is, obviously what 1774 has been doing for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, just looking as you were saying, Moey has fought Jagger Chan, so that's a
Yeah, man.
big name on
He
his
fought him in the eight
resume.
man on Rebellion.
Yep,
Yeah.
awesome, awesome. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. So we've just looked at two show titles, two WBC state titles. So
Yep.
plenty of belts on the line. We're moving on to the female international lightweight title. So this is an interesting one, I think, because Katie Rose Mitchell from Western Sydney has been building a big name for herself in the world of Muay
Yeah.
Thai for the last, say, 2 years. I've certainly kept my eye on her. I met
Yeah.
her, I want to say 2 years ago at Fairtex fight. Uh,
Okay.
lovely girl, and really,
Next
really
time I'm in, I
polite.
reported for her. Something different.
Okay, for those who don't know, um, Pinky is Pitbull of Muay Thai. He's Mr. Worldwide. He has
Mr.
cornered
Worldwide.
everyone and anyone who is anyone in the world of Muay Thai. Pinky has been in their corner. He's
Oh,
a
man, that's my favorite job in the world, eh?
yeah. You should just call it yourself Pitbull, man. Yeah, I know you want me. All right, let's get back to business. So we've got Katie Rose. She's a bit of a clinch fighter as well. I mean,
Yep.
she was she at Reese's gym originally and then moved over to
No,
Iron's gym?
originally, I believe full force, and then
Ah,
she was at, then she was, yeah, she made her name, at Machete, and
uh-huh.
then has moved to Sitsaton. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. So she, as an amateur, she was a Waco, New South Wales, and Oceania K1. So she's got some background in K1 and kickboxing.
Yep.
Massa, New South Wales, and East Coast Muay Thai champion at
Yep.
65 and 63. She's globally ranked, so number one in WBC Australia and top six in WBC at 61 kilos worldwide.
Yep.
So certainly a big scalp for Brit
Yeah, for sure.
Weirich to
Yep. Let
take.
me let me give you a German lesson. It's Weirich,
Oh, Weirich, sorry.
and there's no W in German. It's a V sound,
Mm.
and it's I. Yeah, like EI is I, and then Rick.
Ich
Yeah.
habe guten
I used
Tag.
to speak German.
Ich habe guten Tag. I have a good morning. Um, so I think she's tough, right? Like Katie's tough.
Yeah, she is. She is, and she's got drive, man. She's got the will to win. We saw that in her last fight
Mm.
on 1774. She wants it, like she's out there to win.
And I think in terms of for those who follow her on social media, she presents herself with like a lot of ambition, a lot of drive. She,
She's an open book.
yeah. Open book and, balances serious training with positive inspiration for the next generation of
Yep,
girls in New South Wales and Australia.
100%, man. Yeah, for
Uh,
sure. She
let's
she's great.
let's talk about Brittany Weirich.
Yeah, beautiful, great pronunciation. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting one due to like a lot of her experience has been on like the I guess the tourist circuit, like the Phuket stuff like that. She's racked up a lot of experience and gained her ranking through having a lot of fights in Phuket.
Mm,
So this is where I guess you find out where you are in the really are in the rankings. Like when you've fought a lot of Thais, you've built your career through fighting in Thailand, coming to fight 5 round Western style Muay Thai is very different to fighting in whether it be Pong Stadium, Bangla Stadium, those sort of things, where it is like the traditional style 5 rounds still. And yeah, it's going to be interesting in that form where does someone have a false sense of confidence because of who they've been fighting, or does their experience pay off because they get so comfortable when they're in the ring and they can adapt to whoever they're fighting.
Mm.
So
Uh,
yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one in terms of pacing because I mean,
Yeah,
Katie would be used to a faster pace,
yeah,
especially under the SAT rules and the WBC rules. I think it's 2 minutes for females, right? But
yeah.
off
Except for a
off
world title, you can do 3. Yeah,
okay. So and often for Brit, she would have been fighting 3 minute rounds at
yeah,
Bangla, because
yeah, for
a lot
sure.
of a lot
And
of
that
the kind of
can she
tourist
get the
stadiums
job
they
done
don't
in that
really
time?
follow a lot of the standardized rule set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
it's can
yeah,
they get the job done? Can she get the job done in the time with a shorter amount of time? And Katie can go from round 1 to round 5
yeah,
pretty much non-stop.
yeah. So yeah, very interesting in terms of stylistic and conditioning matchup as
Yeah,
well. Of
yeah, for sure.
course, Brit Weirich, she is ranked number 18, I believe. So big step up for her in terms of going from 18, and then if she beats Katie, she'll move up the rankings. She'll be taking somebody down from 6 down a notch. So it's a big scout
Yeah,
for Bit Virik to take. And also,
absolutely.
she's
She's got
being
it all. She's
flown
got it all to win. Everything to win.
absolutely, and she's being flown over specifically for this. So very,
Yep,
very, very good exposure for both these athletes. I'm very excited
for
about this
sure.
one. Um, shall we move on to the big one, the big green and gold matchup,
Absolutely.
the headliner? So, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the WBC light heavyweight world title. Charlie Bubb
Yeah,
returns to, I mean, basically defend his title. He's really had no one. He's called out people and he's been waiting on the bench for a long time for anyone to step up for the challenge.
and
Uh,
will fight anyone.
and
Anyone.
he will fight anyone. And I'll tell you what, I've seen him fight anyone, anywhere,
Yeah,
anytime, and he just
yeah,
decimates them.
yeah, yeah.
There's no other adjective that we can give to Charlie Bubb. Charlie, the decimator Bubb from Razor Muay Thai. He'll be taking on the what is he? The light.
Current super middleweight WBC world
That's
champion.
right.
I believe current.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm really bad with weight divisions, Pinky.
No, fair
But
call.
yeah, well, CTE,
I
mate.
only know that one because it was my old one.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah,
So yeah, Daniel Bonner, a
but
current WBC world champion.
I'm
Stepping
interested
up.
to see this because Daniel came over to fight George a while back, and when George had his broken foot, and
Mm.
that wasn't the pullout didn't happen until weigh-in day, unfortunately, and so Daniel didn't get to fight George for that world title.
Ah.
But since then went on to win it anyway because George vacated it.
Yep.
So he went on to win that title, and now he's stepping up a weight division to fight for 79 kilos.
Yes. I mean it's a big step up from 76 to 79. And especially
It
it's
is, yeah,
when you're stepping up, you're taking on, a whole different dimension of power. So let's talk a
yeah,
little bit about Charlie first. I mean, I've seen Charlie grow as an athlete because when I was fighting, Charlie was a big name, and that's like
yep,
2015, 2016. He
yep.
was just running through scalps in the New South Wales scene at that time.
He went like
And
25-0 or something, right?
yes, yeah, yeah,
Something like that.
amazing, amazing. Yeah, he. I remember. I think it was a specific fight. He fought Cam Webb my good friend
Yep.
Cam Webb,
Remember that?
and
Yep.
did a complete number on his face with elbows. And poor
Yeah.
poor Cam has got a big Harry Potter scar to tell the tale. So he applied a lot of onion cream after that fight, but unfortunately he's taken a souvenir away from that one. So in his pro
Yeah.
record, he's got a 50% TKO KO
Yep.
ratio. So and he's never lost via stoppage. So incredible.
Oh, he's so durable, bro. So durable, and because he's really fluid with his body movement as well. So if he gets hit, he kind of flows with the movement of getting hit, and it allows him, whether it changes his position, changes his angle or whatever
Yep.
through getting if he gets hit. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And also on 1774, he had a KO victory on the 11th edition. So exciting to have him
Yep,
back.
destroyed that Ty's body. Yeah, destroyed him early, right? That
Yep.
was yeah.
Yeah, it was
Was that two or
John
three?
Con.
How
It
long
was
ago? That was like
yeah, it
two
was
shows ago, right?
yeah, it was. It was 2 shows ago. It was John Con Kiat Nong Luang.
That's right.
And
That's right.
it's, often the ties that are big are dangerous. They could
Yeah,
either be playing basketball or they could be doing Muay Thai. And I tell you, I mean, you look at some of the big tall ties now; they're absolute monsters. And John Con
yeah, man.
was no can either. So let's
No,
talk
not at all.
about Bonner. You tell me about Daniel the Bomber Bonner.
Um, from a good stable. Sorry, man, my brain like full brain fog. What Jimmy's from?
Majestic.
Majestic. Sorry about that, guys.
I believe that's
Yeah,
Josh Hill's
man.
gym, isn't it?
Yes. So that Josh Hill fought on the same card that he was supposed to fight George on when he
Yep.
fought Dave Penapede. Yeah, he's good ring IQ, good understanding of where he is in the ring. So that's going to be good against someone who can move like Charlie Bubb. Uh, and is he going to be able to go? Is he going to go backwards? Is he going to go forwards? Which way is he going to? He's going. I think he's going to be able to dictate how the direction of the fight goes, not necessarily the pace, because we know Charlie's pace,
Mm.
but I think he can drive the fight a little bit. Daniel will have the ability to drive the fight and make sure that Charlie's sort of having to come into his game a little bit.
Yeah, and one of the things about the guys from Majestic is they have this really upsetting rhythm. I mean, we've seen
Rhythm,
this
yeah,
from Daniel and Josh Hill as well, is they have this offbeat rhythm that really upsets the aggression of other fighters. They throw out
yeah,
that left kick, the great disruptor, I call it, the left kick. It's almost like, like last night we saw Pet Moricott showing that throwing that shovel jab that
yeah.
just gets spammed. But for the
So
Majestic guys,
many,
it's that left kick that just keeps
yeah,
on coming.
and without not even switching, just throwing it off the spot.
Yeah, yeah, and it could be really upsetting for if you're trying to
Yeah,
dictate your own pace. So it'd be stylistically a very, very interesting one, and two massive names as well. I mean, we've
yeah,
got
absolutely.
the current heavyweight world
Light
champion
heavyweight,
who,
light heavyweight, and super middleweight. Yep,
yeah, super
current champ.
middleweight. I mean, as I said before, Charlie's been running through opponents and then for the longest
Yep,
time hasn't had any. He's been sitting on the bench waiting for another title defense to cement his crown. But
yep,
and Daniel's had to move up. So big
yep.
challenges for both, I think, and going to be absolute fireworks.
Oh, absolutely. It's guaranteed. I'm not going to say almost. It is actually guaranteed to be a fight that you don't forget. I think any fight Charlie has is like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to say it right now. In terms of international Muay Thai, I think this could be a potential for fight, a fight of the year. I'm not going to say fight
Yeah,
of the year, but a potential maybe in the top five for a
yeah,
fight of the year. And maybe,
totally agree.
maybe you and I at the towards the end of the year, we can have a sit down and talk about the highlights of the year, and
Yeah,
maybe we can revisit this one when it's all done and dusted, and
Yeah,
talk
for
about
sure.
this and see if our predictions were true because, mate,
Sounds good.
I mean, I'm a big fan of both gentlemen, and I think the fans should show a lot of interest in this one too.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man.
Uh,
Yeah, absolute massive night.
yeah,
Massive night of fights
huge.
coming.
Huge. Now, August 2nd is when it's all kicking off. Of course, you can buy your tickets on 1774muaythai.com, or you can catch the live stream at livecombatsports.com.au. Pinky, are you going?
I certainly am. I have my boy Jason on. 50 Shades is on.
50
Watch out.
Shades.
Keep an eye on the suit. Keep an eye out for the suit.
50 Shades with more spice than an erotic novel. Yeah, mate,
Oh wow.
he is a special character, not in
And
terms of
he's
psychology, but I'm a big
Australia's Muay Cowboy.
yeah, I'm a big fan. I mean, you and I have both chatted about this before.
Yep.
Phenomenal talent. He's worth one checking out too. I think that'll be an interesting fight. Uh,
Yeah.
Pinky, you
It
got
should
anything
fight
to
next
add?
time. No, man. I think I'm good. I'm good.
Well,
I'm just super excited for this, man. I'm really looking forward to it. And then I'll be coming over to visit you the week after.
yeah, oh mate, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. You'll be at RWS, and
Yep. On the
in the
16th,
work.
I'll be there.
Excellent, excellent. We can do another podcast. We don't have to sit online and wait for the clock to run down on my unpaid Zoom subscription. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Chok Muay Chats. Ladies and gentlemen, where can you find Pinky? Pinky, tell them.
Team Pinky Muay Thai on Instagram. Dodgy Facebook name Eden Donald. Otherwise, Team Pinky Muay Thai on Facebook as well. Yeah, send me inbox me or on Think Pink Podcast is my other Instagram. And if you want to watch I'll give myself a shameless plug. If you want to watch my Think Pink Podcast on YouTube or Spotify, go ahead, get offended.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, unfiltered opinions. We need more conversation in the world of Muay Thai, as I keep calling it. But
Yep,
Pinky is one of the best people in this sport. I will back him 100%.
awesome.
If you
Thank
talk
you.
smack about him, I will come after you. You can check me out on at Joe Comerford Muay Thai on Instagram. I think I'm JC Muay Thai on TikTok. Joe Comerford Muay Thai on YouTube. This has been episode 42 in collaboration with 1770 Muay Thai Series. Excited, super excited. This is going to be a sick
Me
show.
too.
We've got heaps of titles on the line, 2 show titles. Thailand versus Cambodia for
Yeah, man,
controversy, a
always
lot
good.
of drama. Love it.
Yep,
Beautiful stuff.
can't wait.
And
Can't wait.
also, thank you to the guys from WBC and Arwood, Burke Engineering Fabrication, TNT Mining and Civil, Shogun Martial Arts, Combat Fight Sport Store, Sitsuton Gym. And I think I've covered nearly everyone, but thank you all for helping us
Creating.
out and providing you with information about these fights. And look forward to seeing you guys on August 2nd. I won't be there, but I'll be watching.
Absolutely, yeah. It's gonna be sick.
And
I'll
make
be
sure
there.
to subscribe to my channel and this podcast. Available on YouTube and Spotify. Over and out.